picture of Jesus on a very similar night before he was taken off on the most important journey in the history of the world. So would you turn your Bibles to John 13 with me? 13, 1 through 5. Now before the feast of the Passover, when Jesus knew that his hour had come to depart out of this world to the Father, having loved his own who were in the world, he loved them to the end. During supper, when the devil had already put it into the heart of Judas Iscariot, Simon's son, to betray him, Jesus, knowing that the Father had given all things into his hands, and that he had come from God and was going back to God, rose from supper. He laid aside his outer garments, and taking a towel, tied it around his waist. Then he poured water into a basin and began to wash the disciples' feet. He's getting ready to die for his disciples. He's getting ready to commit the ultimate act of service, to take the ultimate journey in the history of the world. And what does he do as his last act on earth? He serves. He washes his disciples' feet. These feet were the most dirty, nasty feet you guys could ever imagine. Way worse than after a basketball game or after one of your workouts. Okay, these feet have been walking through sand, have been walking through dirt. And Jesus, in his last moment, in his last meal, he served. He decided to serve. So today I'm going to talk to you guys about serving. And I'm going to talk about three different aspects of it. We'll talk about how we serve, and who we serve, and why we serve. So we're not only called to serve people in our everyday lives, we are also called to serve those in need. We are called to serve the poor. We are called to serve orphans. We are called to serve widows. We're called to serve people we might not necessarily want to serve. So these are all people and ways to serve that you might not come across in your everyday life. You have to make an effort, and it takes energy to seek out these people and serve them. Fall in love